Hi everybody, how you guys doing out there on today? This is Kristie here, ready to connect, and I wanted to connect with you on the topic of hope being healthy. A lot of times we talk about, nutrition and having a good daily diet and health being your wealth. A lot of people talk about mental health, and I believe hope falls in that, in mental health and wanting you to have a healthy lifestyle. Hope is health. If you're staying in the negative lane, or continuing to have negative thoughts in your mind. Okay, a situation arises and then you stay like, oh my gosh. I think I've given this example before about a car breaking down. Or let's see, your child is sick. You got to call at school. Oh my God, they're sick. I wonder what the doctor's going to say. Don't immediately think of a negative thing, or just within life, how people say have goals, okay, so you're working toward the goals. Some things you kind of don't see how you're going to work to it. And that's when I think hope comes in, and you should hope for something better, hope for positive things, not continue to allow your mind to stay in negative space. And an activity I think you can do, if you're finding yourself having a hard time thinking of positive things or remembering good things rather than staying in negative space and lacking hope, go look back. I have Google Photos. I don't know if you have Google Photos, but even if maybe on your camera roll, I don't know if you old school and just have, printouts of photos, but go pull out whichever one that is, or all of those different types of ways to look at the past and see where you've come from, and to see that you had a reason to hope then, you have a reason to hope now. Because you know what I noticed? Whenever those memories pop up on my phone in Google Photos, they're all positive things. I mean, we don't tend to take pictures of things that are negative or bad situations, maybe a car crash because you got to turn those into the insurance company. But most predominantly, our photos are happy. We're smiling. That's how come when people look on Facebook, they tend to think everybody's life is going great. No, it's because they posted the good stuff, the positive stuff. They're not sharing the negative things with you or the bad times. They're not sharing a video of them and their spouse arguing. They're not sharing a video of them chastising their kid because of something that their child did that, they weren't supposed to, or caused a problem in the whole household. Not a small mistake. No, we're talking about big stuff. People do not really post that. Sometimes people do type a situation out and ask for your opinion and things like that. But when you look at pictures, usually they're positive pictures, even if it's somebody who doesn't like to smile or something of that nature. It's still, you look at the picture and you remember the event. So while you were living life then, you could have been hoping for today rather than thinking a negative thing would come out in a situation. Think about the positive. Stay in the positive lane. Even though negative happens, we don't have to stay there or keep our minds there and think of those things. We should be thinking of positive things. We should be hoping for better. We should be hoping for good to happen to people, to ourselves and others. Sometimes it's easier for us to think of good happening to others rather than ourselves. Don't allow yourself to be in that space. All that does is bring you down. And I posted recently, I said, hope is healthy. And you want to live a healthy lifestyle, not only your nutrition as things that you put in your mouth, right? But also the things you do physically and also the things you do mentally. And hope is a mental thing. Hope is something like you're believing for, you write it down and you're hoping and you're keeping those things uppermost in your mind and staying in that space, even if you're in the midst of trouble, if you're in the midst of, difficulties, challenges, situations. But stay in the hopeful zone. Keep your mind in a place of hope. Hope is healthy. So be healthy out there, not only with your nutrition, not only with your mental state, not only with your physical state and your spiritual state, but just in general. Have hope for better, even if you're in a low place. But I may be here right now, but I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to get out of this, and I'm hoping for this. And while you're hoping, make sure that you're doing activities to help get you there, not just mentally thinking it or writing it down, but also doing actions that are helping you. You're hoping, you're believing, you're striving, you're working, you're acting, you're doing things to get you there because you're believing in it and hoping for it, and you're putting it out there, and so it will come back to you. Okay? That was my share of the day. I hope that you guys were able to connect with me and what I was sharing with you. And I want you guys to go out there and not only hope, but I want you to walk in your power. Have a beautiful tomorrow, because it's almost the end of the day. Hopefully you're about to go get some rest. Maybe not. Maybe you're working towards something you're hoping for. And I give you the power to go do that, some energy to go do that, because we're not going to put a time clock on, oh, it's time to go to bed. If an idea just came to you right now, go walk in it. If you have the energy, go do it. If you don't, go get some rest and then wake up bright and early before it's time to go to work, because you hope so much, you believe so much, you're going to work toward it, you're going to make it happen. Walk in your power. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Alrighty, bye. Kristie loves ya.